Good morning, Gossip Girls Networking. I hope everybody's all right this morning. I've had a bit of a hectic morning with my little boy, but we are here now with Jennie Eriksen from the Nifty Networker. I'm so happy to have you on board because I've heard some of your tips before and they're really, really useful. So when you come on, ladies, just say hi. Let us know that you're watching. And if you are watching on replay, give us a hashtag replay because you still count. Let us know that you have watched. And if anybody has any questions, either during the live or after it, just put them in the comments. I'm sure Jennie can help you out with anything like that as well. Okay. Oh, lovely. Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see you. Yay. Jennie, so what do you do at the Nifty Networker?
Okay, well, the Nifty Networker has been set up to help people who want to learn to network. So people that have the opportunity to go to great networking meetings like yours often turn up not prepared, so not really clear on their messaging, who they want to work with, who they serve, who they help. So the Nifty Networker has been set up to help people. So we're like the training wheels, if you like, of networking. So to help people learn about their messaging, to be clear, so they can attend networking meetings and really get the benefit from what they're doing. So it's lots of hand holding, lots of looking at 12 different steps we're going to be looking at in terms of helping people to get really confident in an online capacity, clear on their messaging so they can work with others.
That's so good. There is a lot of people that want to come to networking meetings but don't because the anxiety of it all and standing in front of everybody can be quite scary, but having that practice and that knowledge is such a great idea. How else do you help people? That was another question that I was going to ask.
We're really looking at foundation levels of what people are doing. Often people they know what they do, they're just not very good at telling other people what they do and who they're looking for, that we're often so busy being experts at what we do, but actually trying to tell somebody else. So we're really looking at right down to foundation level. So really the nitty gritty stuff, or back to basics, if you like. And that's helpful for somebody that's new to networking as much as somebody that has networked for a while, but has maybe they've been using the same message forever and they turn up to a networking meeting thinking, I don't get much from it. But, there's nice people there. Well, if you're going to turn up to a networking meeting, nice people, of course, is always a bonus, but it's always good to have a message that lands and resonates with people. So really looking at the basics, but sometimes it's just fine tuning. Sometimes there's aha moments just from a single sentence. You can say, how about looking at this, or how about changing that? And okay, can make all the difference.
I think it really would help with like business clarity as well, to streamline your message for other people. Brilliant. So what are your tips for the Gossip Girls networking ladies today?
Okay, well, I have three tips for you. First of all, community over competition. So that's my mantra. I am all about community over competition. If I meet somebody who does the same as me, I'd rather have a virtual cup of coffee with them and a natter with them than be fearful. So community over competition is important, that if you turn up to a networking meeting and somebody does the same as you, don't be afraid of it, embrace it, because even if they are, for example, a small business accountant or a hairdresser or whatever, their strengths, the clients that they're looking for are not necessarily going to be the same as yours. So rather than be fearful of them, you're actually better to have a natter or a one-to-one with them afterwards and just say, hey, we do similar things. Let's have a natter about what you do, because there's the opportunity for some synergy that maybe if you have somebody that isn't really your target market, but somebody else who does something similar to you, they would love that person as a client, then there's a great opportunity to help and support one another. So community over competition is really important. So I guarantee you that even if people rock up and they do the same thing, we don't really, when you drill down and look, your ideal client, if you did the same as me and mine, would possibly be very different.
Yeah, you're getting lots of people agreeing with you there, and that is so, it's so right, you know, and because you can tell, say if there's two people at networking meetings and they do the same job, it's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Mm.
And so if you embrace this community over competition, then it takes that awkwardness out of it, and you can actually both gain from it, like you're saying. That is so good.
Exactly. And with a
Yeah.
call to action, if you when you talk in a meeting, if you have call to action, be specific on who you're looking for. So for example, a small business accountant may want, we've spoken about this before, may want somebody that has all the receipts in a plastic carrier bag and they are in a real pickle. Now some business accountants will think that's wonderful. I love sorting people out that are in a pickle. Somebody else, not so much. They want somebody structured. So your call to action is your chance to be very specific on who do you want to help, and also for other people to go, okay, that's who Susan or Fred or whatever is looking for. Now I know how to look out for them.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, what's your second tip?
My second tip is restyling is not your friend. So often we know what we do and we do it well. So let's, for example, take a hairdresser, somebody who is great at hairdressing and knows what they do inside out. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're good at articulating what we do. So it's really important to have some notes, and notes are important. You know, I have notes here. Have some notes in front of you and work out a structure of what you're going to say. If you're unstructured, you'll lose people and you'll run the risk of repeating yourself. And there may be 6 lovely things that you want to talk about in your business, but because we're live and we're on camera and we're in front of people, you may end up rambling, or you may end up repeating yourself and not looking back and thinking, oh, I didn't tell people I do this and I do that. So have some structured, and there's nothing wrong with having notes. It's better if you have some notes in front of you, even if it's a post-it on your phone or just even your phone in front of you. Remember to say this, this, and this. It means that you're going to be able to tell people what you do and articulate better what you do, and not be, oh, that person that, I don't know, I kind of got an idea about what they did, but they said that same thing 3 times. You don't want to be that person.
Yeah, that's it. And then forgetting the main part of it, you know, if your time runs out and you've rambled. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
And when the time runs out, the thing that we do is we say our name very quickly at the end, or what we do. And we're trying to build connections with people. So if I say my name is Jennie Eriksen, people are going to say, oh, that lady in the purple top, was it Jeannie? Julie? I don't know. She said her name really quickly. You really need to take time to actually say your name and your company, and maybe if you have a strap line, what you do.
Yeah, great. What's your third tip? These are brilliant.
My third tip is really preparing for a meeting. So many people talk about being zoomed out. Oh, if I go to another Zoom meeting, oh my goodness, it's overwhelming. Well, the fact of the matter is we don't know how things are going to pan out with the world, but what we do know is that online networking, online meetings are here to stay. It's not an either or. Now we're going to have the opportunity to do both. We can turn up to a networking meeting in person, and we can network online. Same with Facebook Lives, presentations, webinars. So don't be the person that gets zoomed out. Prepare for your meeting. Allow yourself either time of a meeting to prepare. So if you're going into a meeting, say at 1:30 or on the hour, give yourself 10 minutes to get ready, get a drink ready. If you're going to put your laptop, can we see you? You know, or are we going to end up with, you know, looking at your boobs or looking up your nose? Just take a few minutes to kind of get in the zone. Okay, I'm meeting people today. What am I looking for? What am I hoping for today? Is this the best room for the internet? Often we scurry off to a room because we want a bit of peace and quiet, but it's the room in the house that doesn't have good internet, and we end up being the wibbly wobbly person. And so take time to think about that, or identify an environment where you can be comfortable, and give yourself that time to just, you know, breathe for a few minutes before you click the on button and join the meeting. And at the end of a meeting, rather than say, well, I've got to go because I've got another meeting on the hour and I've got to leave 5 minutes early, give yourself that time to decompress at the end. Give yourself that time when you finish to think, okay, I made some great connections today or whatever. I just need to make some notes. There was that lovely person that I wanted to connect with here. There was a tip or a thought. give yourself a few minutes to write something down
and process things,
change your state. Go for a walk, pet the dog, see the kids. Just come out of that environment for a bit and give yourself a few minutes just to decompress, if you like, and then think about another meeting. So I know we often get things come up, back-to-back opportunities, and it's really tempting to go, it's okay, I can do that as long as I can go to the loo in between. But that extra time will give you that time just to let the meeting that you've been in, that the ideas and the thoughts just really resonate and sink in, and just breathe.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for those tips. So it's Jennie Eriksen from the Nifty Networker. And I know that you're starting your intake in September, isn't it?
That's right. The Facebook group is already up and running. So if anybody wants to check out the niftynetworker.com, on the 1st of September, we're going to be having a first free session to talk about all the things that we're going to be covering in the meeting, and anybody's welcome. There's all the details on the website too. And then we're going to be starting looking at a different topic each week. So it's going to be 90-minute sessions, different topic each week, really helping people on different things, working together, and a safe environment. This is an environment where nobody's going to be judging you, and we're going to just be going back down to basics, and lots for people to learn and enjoy.
I'm looking forward to it. Great stuff. Okay, thank you so much. This was Tips in 10 Minutes, and I hope you've all enjoyed it. Lovely Gossip Girls networking ladies, and I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Thanks for joining me again, Jenny.
Thank you, Emma. Thanks.
Take care.